Hello, I'm the Reverend Mary Koppel from St. Thomas Episcopal Church in Diamondhead. I am coming to you today with a new video offering. For the next couple of weeks, I will be posting a small snippet, a small portion of instruction about our catechism and understanding what it means to be a person of faith, what it means to be a Christian, what it means to be an Episcopalian. I will be using the catechism that's found in our Book of Common Prayer as the outline for these offerings, and hopefully these offerings are short and to the point that you can watch it anytime you want. You can leave a comment on Facebook if you have or leave a question, and send me an email if you have anything that you would like to know more about. So you'll find the catechism in your Book of Common Prayer here on page 845. I'll just 845. And it is broken down by categories, large categories, about 18 of them. And within the category, there are questions and answers that are fairly straightforward and are meant to engage the reader or engage the teacher and student to kind of engage back and forth. Because our faith is a faith that is built on reason and thinking and questions. Maybe that's the whole thing. It's a question of faith, and that part of faith is having questions and having faith. There's some circular reasoning right there. Before I start with this outline of our faith, I'll share with you part of the reading for Sunday. It is from Genesis, and I will share it with you. And when I finish it, and then when I get to the catechism, you'll know exactly why I chose it. Then God said, "Let us make humankind in our image according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, over every creeping thing that creeps upon earth." So God created humankind in his image. In the image of God he created them, male and female he created them. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." God said, "See, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is upon the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the air, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. I pull that is from Genesis 1, starting at verse 26 through 31, the first section of 31. So if you recognize it, that Genesis reading, that is the beginning. Genesis is the first book of the Christian Bible. And in it we are given the days of the week and God creating the world piece by piece each day. And in this section, he's expressing that with each thing, God proclaims it good. Now, if we look over at our catechism, human nature is the heading of the first part of our catechism, starting on page 845. And it starts with this question: what are we by nature? And this is the answer: we are part of God's creation, made in the image of God. Question: what does it mean to be created in the image of God? It means that we are free to make choices, to love, to create, to reason, and to live in harmony with creation and with God. Well, right then and there, we see that our catechism is pointing right back to Genesis. How do we come to an understanding of faith? How do we get there? Well, we have to start with understanding just who and what we are. We are created in God's image. And God said we were good. Now, as the catechism goes forward, it gives a little bit more information. Why then do we live apart from God and out of harmony with creation? From the beginning, human beings have misused their freedom and made wrong choices. Question: why do we not use our freedom as we should? Answer: because we rebel against God and we put ourselves in the place of God. And right there, that is part of our faith journey. One, recognizing who and what we are. That we are created in the image of God. And God loves his creation. But then, why do we struggle? Well, because we have been given this God-given gift of thought, of will, of free will, the ability to choose, the ability to reason. And with that, we often make the choice to place ourselves in the center of the universe. And that also makes our lives a lot harder. And it makes it harder for other people if we only think of ourselves first. So our journey of faith begins with recognizing what we are and who created us. So it moves on with these last two questions. What help is there for us? Our help is in God. And how did God first help us? God first helped us by revealing himself and his will through nature and history, through many seers and saints, and especially through the prophets of Israel. So, the God who creates us, the God who loves us, the God who says that his creation is good, is continually seeking a relationship with us. And even when we want to stick ourselves in the center, even when we want to turn away, when we want to be number one, God doesn't leave us. And even when we screw things up, God is still there. God is there, and God is that help that we need. And what's remarkable within this is you see that God sees this goodness that he has created, is that he is available to us and that he is continually revealing himself to us. So that is our first step into our catechism. Just a taste, not totally exhaustive. I will post another video next week. You have a great day.